Best story ever. Best story ever. At my old job, they had a mouse problem. And I can't remember what the name of this guy's role was because he wore so many hats at that job. But basically, he was a manager of some team and also he laid traps for the mice. And I came in that morning and I was going to the kitchen to get water to make tea. And I walked by and I happened to look in the corner and I saw the mouse on the trap. Half its body. Like, this is warning if I get too graphic. Because I feel my heart rate like going up as I'm explaining the story because I'm remembering it. Because I'm feeling it. I didn't expect to react like that. I looked over, I saw the mouse, and it was moving. And it was stuck. And it was the right side of its body. Like, part of its face, part of its body. And my neck. And I looked away and I had to run into the kitchen and like my whole right side of my body was tingling. And it was tingling not in a good way. It was like, see how I'm itching? I'm like reliving it. I was like the whole like for an hour like this squirmed up in the kitchen. Couldn't even get my water. And the guy who laid the traps came and he's like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "There's a mouse and it's stuck on the trap." That was all I could get out. And so he went and he looked. And because he went and he looked, I guess he picked it up. He went outside the room, or outside the kitchen. So I just heard everybody, all the women screaming. And I'm just like feeling like I'm about to fall out my body. So he comes back into the kitchen because we used to talk. He was wearing I remember one day he had a tiger's eye necklace on. So like we used to talk about stuff like that. So he came back into the kitchen. He was like, "Oh, you're like them. I didn't know you were like them. I didn't think you were." I think he was trying to say I didn't think you were soft or something, which that's its own problems because that was a stereotype. And I had to tell him, I feel it. My body feels weird. I just feel funny. I don't like it. I just don't like the feeling. And we talked further about it. And like I subtly made a connection, but not fully. And there was like a class that I had invested in that was like for sensitive people. And when I reconvened with the group in that class and I told them like about my day, we were talking about our day and I was just like, "Oh my God, this happened to me." And one of them was a medium and another person like could feel and speak with plants and animals. And so both of them were asking me details. And they were like, "Oh, what part of the body was the mouse stuck? And where did you feel? And how did you feel?" And when they asked the questions, it was very clear. I was like, "Oh my God, are you telling me that I felt the mouse?" And they were like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "The hell? Are you kidding? What?" Now, that in context of a corporate environment, like how am I even trying to explain to my boss the reason I'm curled up like this on my desk while I'm supposed to be working is because I saw a mouse on the way to the kitchen this morning and that freaked my body out to the point where I'm like having such a hard time. Like, what's the word? Regulating. That was the first time I realized like, oh, this is serious. Like you need to do something about this because it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. Like my sensitivity is not going away and I'm not trying to make it go away. I'm actually leaning into it. I'm actually accepting it. That's who I am and that's who I've always been. And I don't want to be numb anymore because I was literally experiencing bodily harm because my body was begging me to pay attention to it. So I can't go back to feeling numb. I can't go back to not feeling the freaking mouse stuck to a mouse trap. I can't. It's not possible for me to do that anymore. So I'm supposed to work like this. And like, the guy who picked up the trap, we were talking about it and I was telling him like, it's not what you think. Like this is a building in a city, right? In a city. So it's a skyscraper. And I don't remember, like we're in the teens, the floor we're on, right? And he's saying, well, if they never come in, to our office, then this wouldn't happen. That's his solution. And I'm looking at him like, excuse me, sir? This is an animal. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? It needs to eat and live too. Like, how is your solution just to get rid of all of the mice that live within the area? Like, yeah, it's not fun to have them in your house, but just deal, like, can we deal with it ethically? I don't know. That just really got me upset. That got me so mad because I'm like, you think the skyscrapers were here before the animals were? Like, we came and we built on their home. Like, is that fair to say, like, they shouldn't be invading our office? What the hell? I don't know. It really rubbed me the wrong way. That really irritated me.